What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? How are y'all doing? Hey, y'all, it is Wednesday, and y'all, we are here to talk about Obi Wan, the latest episode. It is part 3 that we're on right now. I apologize, I was not able to get to y'all last Friday to talk about the first 2 episodes. So I'll just kind of give like some quick thoughts on that. I thought it was a good start, for the season. I'm glad that we did get the first 2 episodes, right off the bat. Because I think for a show that was so heavily requested and like demanded damn near by every Star Wars fan since forever, um you didn't want to give people just that first episode. It was good, but like you needed something else, for to just to make up for the long wait. And I think they delivered on that. I definitely now again, we're going to be talking spoilers here, so you should not be here if you don't want things spoiled. But in regards to episode 1 and 2, I'll say that I did like where they were going with Obi's character. I like the fact that we are actually getting a deep dive into, like where he's been, what he's all about, and all of that stuff. But I definitely appreciate the fact that we're starting to see kind of like why did Obi go from where he started in the prequels to where we see him in A New Hope. So I definitely appreciated that. I'm digging the new sister Reva. I know we got trust me, we will talk about Reva, and we will talk about all the nonsense that has been going around about her. I put up a poll earlier asking y'all if y'all wanted me to talk about it, ASAP, or save it, kind of get the info together and talk about it later. So we will be talking about it on Friday as the masses have voted and shared your thoughts on that. So we will listen. I got some thoughts about it. I got some things that I ain't heard nobody else say. I've heard some other people talk about the situation, and I'm sitting there like, y'all not talking about the real root issue, but we gonna talk about it. Trust me on that. But yeah, here's my thing though. With Reva, clearly we know that this sister is very troubled, and that she is tapped into the dark side. A lot of people are thinking that, hey, maybe she was one of the younglings and stuff like that from the previous. Maybe she was. I guess the real big mystery right now is like, yo, why do you hate Obi-Wan so much? Is it just so that you can become the Grand Inquisitor, or is there something else deeper there? We don't know yet. But I'm still kind of figuring out that what I'm holding out hope for is that I want them to do for her what they did for Ventress in Clone Wars. If you have not watched Clone Wars, I can't keep telling you enough. You need to go watch Clone Wars. But the whole thing is, Ventress started off as basically this evil, villainous character, and basically they put some energy behind her. They put some thought, some consideration, some writing behind her character, and over time they built up her arc. And all I'm saying is, whether you want to keep this sister bad, whether you want to keep her or make her turn, whatever you want to do, just give them the energy of giving them a good story. So hopefully they will actually do that with her. Because I think there's more than what we see. But hey, look, the sister can do parkour. You seen her running on the roofs after Obi-Wan. I was digging it. I was like, okay, go ahead. Look like she's gonna be a problem. So I'm definitely down for that. But yeah, then we got to see young Leia. Remember the time that Kathleen Kennedy and the folks at Star Wars were like, we're never gonna recast these legacy characters. Well, that was clearly a lie. So as we have young Leia right here in front of us. But I like the actress. I thought she was doing a really good job. I will say, in the first 2 episodes, uh Leia's character was a little annoying, only because one minute she's like very intuitive and very smart and mature for her age, and you see her kind of reading people and stuff like that. Then the next minute it was just like, hey, we have assassins coming after us, like chill out. Nah, I'm gonna go do something else. Like, yo, come on. That see, now y'all are doing that for the plot. That's not good writing, in my opinion. That part to me was kind of like, all right, we know where you going with it. You just trying to make Obi use his force powers and stuff, but like, I just didn't like how it was written, because you can't have this girl acting like she's so wise and intuitive, and then all of a sudden now she's just gonna act like a little kid just for the sake of convenience of the story. It's dumb. Keep her with the same energy. Either she's a dumb little kid, or she's a wisecracking, intuitive, young princess, whatever. But anyway, I definitely think they picked it up in this episode, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes, very, very strong opening for these two episodes, and then of course we got this third episode right now. So I am very, very curious to see how y'all felt about it. But first and foremost, let us get to let's see who's in the building today. Let's see. We got Shauna's. Hello, Shauna. How are you? Thank you so much for making it. Donna, hello. I see you. What's going on? Shaul, hello. EB, how are you doing? My man Eric Shaw, what's up, brother? Let's see. T'Challa's here, y'all. What's going on? Joy, how you doing? Gray, what's up? Come on now. Rims, what's going on? How you doing? Please let me know if Daddy Rims is doing all right. Appreciate you. And the Mod Squad, another Mod Squad right behind you. What's going on, Kristen? Appreciate you. Kimmy J, hello. How are you? Ms. Harper's in the building, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Thank you so much for making it out tonight. Majin Khan, what is up? How are you? My man Tane, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Johnny Washington's here, y'all. What is up? The talented one is here as well. Thank you so much for making it. Leandra, hello. My man John Robinson is here. What's going on, brother? Last of my kin, I see you, sir. Hello. I'm sorry. Yes, okay, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. But yes, what is going on? Let's see. Sean, hello. What is going on? Hello. Let's see. Who else did I see? I saw somebody else. There we go. My man Derek Gaines is in the building. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for making it. Tyra, hello. Thank you for making it. The Ninja's here as well. Amber, hello. How are you? My main man Angel is here. What is going on? Who else? I missed somebody. Corey, I see you, brother. What's going on? My man Didier's here. How you doing? Let's see. Mara Sharice is here. What? Why are you like this? Why don't you watch these shows? And then you gonna get mad at us when you do go watch the show and you don't like it. You see? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Mara. Go ahead. You happy that you're here though. Oh my goodness. Philroy, what's going on? D Steels, how you doing? Let's see. David, I see you as well. What's going on? Hey, it's Marcy. Hello. How are you? Oh, I know you busy, but it's all good. Do your thing. Handle that business. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. Wait, my man Lionel's here. Famous J, I see you as well. Loyalty, what's up? Marcus, how you doing? Eli, Anthony, what's up? Let's see. Marcus, hello. And I think I am pretty much caught up here. But anyway, if I missed anyone, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining tonight, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Let's see. All right, so wow. First and foremost, this episode here, one thing I liked, I definitely appreciated was hold on, where is it at? Boom, there we go. So we got Obi-Wan trying to communicate with his master Qui-Gon, and this is like one of those things where like it's really good foreshadowing, right? Because this was one of the I think one of the main purposes, one of the main reasons why um an Obi-Wan show was even created was really to help pay off, or should I say increase the retro payoff for A New Hope. Because one of the things with A New Hope was kind of like, what happened to Obi-Wan? Why was he like this crazy old guy? What is this dude, like a former Jedi? What's that? But now, of course, the prequels kind of let us know who he was, but we still didn't know what happened in that 20-year gap. And this one takes place, I want to say, 19 years or so. We're 10 years after the whole Order 66, and maybe like another 9 years or so, or maybe it's another 10 years. I don't know, until A New Hope happens. So, one thing that we also needed to learn was like, yo, that fight between Obi and Darth Vader, like, why did Obi just give up like that? Like, why did Obi just, be so lackluster with the whole fight? So one thing that we saw was that he believed that he was going to be more powerful than a Jedi could ever become. And a lot of that came from the lessons that he learned, not only from Yoda, in terms of how to communicate with his old master, but also how to become a Force ghost. And that's what Qui-Gon is going to teach him if and when they eventually speak. Now, I think they're dragging this out mainly because you can't have Liam Neeson just show up in all these episodes without it raising up the budget. I think that's the only thing. I think we're gonna get him in a minute, probably towards the very end of the series. But he's got to learn how to talk to him eventually, so he can learn how to be a Force ghost, and that is definitely something that we're looking forward to seeing. Hold on, I got a comment here. Puma, what you got? I'm gonna eat my Luigi's mango ice. Same color as your shirt. Oh, reparation shirt. Ah, damn it. Sorry. Yes, I owe you a reparation shirt. Reva has Leia. Obi is still shook, and we people hating needs to stop. Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah, I came fresh off of work. I'm over here looking like a Target employee right now. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm definitely with you on that, especially with the hating. We are definitely going to talk about that on Friday in much more depth, because I do have a lot more to talk about with that. But yes, and hey, look, the way they ended it, I, I'm ready for the next episode. I will say that I'm ready for the next one, for sure. Let me see. Let me grab this one. Thanks again, Puma. Appreciate you. Keith, what you got? They hint that young Leia is Force sensitive. Why didn't Vader pick up on that? And please explain why Vader didn't put the fire out and get at Obi-Wan. So, you're right. You're totally right. Let me see. Do I have something here? Yes. Okay. So we see, actually, they kind of hinted at this earlier. They hinted at it in the first episode when Leia was reading her cousin, when she was like, you're shallow, you're this, you just do this for your daddy's attention, blah blah blah. That was Leia tapping into the Force, right? Like, she's reading and being empathetic in a sense, and kind of, in a psychic way, I guess, understanding or learning about other people. So she's been showing that from the jump, and it was really good because that was something that I don't think Leia even it was mentioned of Leia's Force sensitivity until like Return of the Jedi, and then it wasn't further delved into until they turned her into Mary Poppins in space, in Force Awakens or whatever. So or was that Last Jedi? I don't know, whichever one. That's where they really kind of was like, oh, by the way, she's also been secretly training with Luke, and she's a Jedi now, or whatever. But it was nice to see them kind of tap into this a little bit more and just show that, yeah, she's always had it. And it makes sense. Like, yo, daddy is Anakin Skywalker. He's basically space Jesus in this whole franchise because he was born of the Force. Like, the Force is his daddy. Like, essentially, he ain't got no real daddy. He's the Force is his dad. So he's got like the highest amount of midichlorians and all that stuff. So it makes sense that he would pass it down to his kids. But yeah, no, that was definitely something. Why didn't Vader pick up on it? I think the way they kind of play around with this is kind of like when you tap into the force, it's levels to all this stuff, right? I think part of it is also like how high do you turn that volume? You know what I'm saying? Like if you crank it up and you really lean into it. So like when Obi used the force to grab Leia to save her, I think he turned it up to maybe like an 8 or 9 in terms of how loud his force abilities were. And that Vader was like, wait a minute, like who's playing that force music? So like when you can, use your abilities to that sense, that's when Vader would say there's a disturbance in the force or something like that. But Leia right now, I think she's like unconsciously flexing the force. Like she's like at a level 1 level, not even a level 2. She's probably not even aware that she's using the force at all. So I think that right now her abilities are kind of flying under the radar because she's not really flexing them. This is just more like just intuition that's happening. But let's see, why didn't Vader put the fire out? So yeah, you're going to the good part here where Vader, now I gotta say, this part right here was amazing. And I think part of the reason why Vader didn't want to put that fire out, because as you recall, you see him, holding Obi Wan right here, and he's force choking him up in the air, and he is like getting ready to like just torture him, and he's dragging him through the fire, and I think that's exactly why he didn't want to put the fire out. I think that's why he didn't want to pursue him. I think he wants to continue making Obi-Wan suffer. He wants to make him, as you can see, he was dragging him through the fire, similar to how Anakin was dragging himself through the fire while they were fighting on Mustafar or whatever. So I think that, in that case, he's like, yo, like, it's okay. What did he say to him before? You can't run. You can't escape. I can find you, So like, I think he just wants, Obi-Wan, go lick your wounds. I'm gonna take care of you later, and I'm gonna make you suffer. I'm gonna do other things to you. But I think that's probably the simplest reason as to why he didn't like eventually go after him. Because let's be honest, we already saw that Obi-Wan was very rusty. Like very rusty. I mean, you're talking about somebody who was a smooth operator with that lightsaber in the prequels, but 10 years have gone by. He ain't pulled this lightsaber out in like a decade. He's rusty as ever. So, it would have been very easy for Vader to just take him out. But he didn't. And I think, again, he just wants to prolong it. He wants him to suffer. But thank you so much, Keith, for that. Appreciate you. Puma, we woke evil, i.e. trolls. Yeah, I know. We definitely gonna get to them trolls on Friday, though. Thank you for that, Puma. Appreciate you. Let's see. All right, famous Jay, thank you so much. The first 2 parts were fire, literally. Part 3 was the weakest episode. Wow, weak ass fight between Vader and Obi-Wan. Leia actor reminds me of a boy actor in Phantom Menace. Oh, okay. They probably did that on purpose, by the way. I mean, that is her daddy. Very erratic. They need to do better. Interesting. So I've heard, people have different takes on the episode. I can totally see what you mean though about the fight. Because I'll say the tension, hold on, we gotta let's just jump into it. When they got to this part, first of all, they built this up very well. They built it up very, very well. When Vader came onto the scene and he started walking through the town and just force choking people and putting them to sleep, I was like, yo, this is the Vader that they need to show to let people know this is a bad man. This is why everybody was so spooked about him. What did them people do to him? They ain't do nothing. They literally was just sitting there and he just like snap neck, crunch, 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 slap, done for. Like, that's scary. That is scary. Even the Inquisitors was like, ooh, boss man coming, you know. So like, I love the fact that they did that, but then just to build it up. Oh, this scene right here. Oh, this scene when he kicked up that red saber. Woo, woo! And look at Obi Wan shook. Look at shook. Look at him, white Jesus. Look at shook. Just he was like, I don't know about this, you know. And it was just kind of like this was a moment that we've been waiting for. Literally, once this whole announcement of the show came out, and ironically, just like the anticlimactic battle in A New Hope, this one didn't really go that well either, right? So, I mean, you had Obi trying to defend or do something, but again, he's rusty, right? At least in A New Hope, they were old. At least they had that for an excuse, you know, but here he's just like, yo, he ain't done nothing. He's turned him. Keep in mind, he also turned himself off from the force. He disconnected from the force. So a lot of the things, a lot of his training, apparently he's gonna have to warm up, do some training exercises. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna have a little Rocky montage later on, but it ain't happening for him right now. So I can understand why you felt disappointed with that scene, with the fight scene. But I have to hope, I have to hope that maybe somewhere in their final conflict, they only got 3 episodes left, unless it is true that they're gonna do 10, but I don't think so. I think they're gonna stick to 6. I hope that the last episode gives us the fight that we've all been waiting for. If Obi-Wan does not give us a fight equal to or better than the fight in Revenge of the Sith, throw this whole series away. Throw it away. I don't want it. I don't need it. You done wasted my time. And I want it to be between Vader and Obi. So I don't know. That's to me, they need to do that. That's what we paid our money for. That's why I spent my time to watch this, because I'm coming here for Vader versus Obi. This is Vader at his peak, by the way. This is him at his most powerful. Now, I'm not going to get into the technical nerd stuff about, well, half of his body is gone, so, you know, he's not really at his strongest. I know that. I'm talking about Vader. This is Vader. Not talking about Anakin. I'm talking about this is Vader at his peak. And I want to see what happens with that. So we'll have to see where that goes. And maybe they'll pay us off. We'll see. Thank you so much, Famous. Appreciate you. Didier, here's my theory. Vader sensed Obi's fear. He didn't want to kill him. Ooh, Vader wanted to torture Obi and turn him to the dark side. The ultimate revenge. Wow. Ooh, very, very interesting. Okay. Because somebody would have thought that I'm somebody. At first, I was like, man, I wonder. Keep in mind, these guys were like brothers, right? I mean, Obi pretty much helped raise Anakin, as a young kid. So they've had a bond. They fought together. They've, done a lot together. And there was that brother mentor type of relationship. And I was wondering, like, man, I wonder if that was maybe a little bit of love that was just still in there somewhere. Just, I mean, obviously Vader gonna get rid of that, but I was just wondering if, like, man, could he kind of see Obi and maybe feel bad and be like, all right, I'm gonna just wait till he power up, then I'll strike him. I don't know, something like that. But I like that theory. And I'd love to see Obi actually get tempted. I'd like to see it. And I wonder if you guys also noticed this in the first 2 episodes. Did y'all notice how they made Obi very similar to Luke in The Last Jedi? Have y'all noticed the trend? And it's funny because I saw people talk about, like, oh no, how could you have Luke, give up on the Jedi and, like be tempted by the dark side? And I'm like, have y'all not been watching this whole franchise? Almost every single Jedi master who has, escaped Order 66 and who disconnected themselves from the Force, a lot of them was like, yo, F the Jedi. Them days is over. That no thanks. What was Yoda doing? Yoda was out there living in the swamp. He ain't want to do nothing else. He was good. He was like, man, he the oldest one. Okay. Now you had Luke out there, he out there drinking that green milk or whatever for some alien titties, and they was just like, yo, I'm good. I don't want to do this no more. Lightsaber, I don't need that. Thanks, but no thanks. Then now you have Obi, and he's like, Jedi, hey, go out there, bury your lightsaber in the sand, and go on somewhere else and just be quiet. Go into hiding. Everybody has done this. They've all done it. They've given up because they like, yo, the Jedi are done. I don't want to be the Jedi no more. No, I seen too much murder and death and all that. It ain't the way. But man, if Vader could turn him, or at least tempt him to turn him to the dark side, that would be interesting. I'd like to know what he would tell him. Like, I don't know if fear is enough. I think you also need something like Yoda lied to you, or he's gonna have to find something else. I don't know. But thank you, Didier. Appreciate you for that. Let's see who else. I saw somebody else. Okay. Let me get to this one real quick. Shaul, Vader definitely held back. Obi was fighting with two hands, and Vader was teasing with one hand. Facts. Like, that's the thing. Like, Vader almost was toying with. He was playing with his food. So that was definitely he could have taken him out if he really wanted to, but again, I think he just wants him to suffer. So it is what it is. But oh my goodness, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. By the way, I love how they just casually threw in the fact that Obi got a brother. Like, who's his brother? Now, what was it? I want to say originally it was supposed to be Owen was supposed to be like his brother or something like that, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Owen, the one who was taking care of Luke, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So who do y'all think? Like, do you guys think that Obi's brother? Well, I guess he wouldn't be force sensitive, would he? Because they probably would have taken him too. But it would be kind of interesting if we find out that there's another Kenobi out there and he's like just as dope as Obi, but maybe different. I don't know. But I just found it very interesting that they just casually threw that out there, that he got a brother. And I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, so that'll be interesting to me. And by the way, the Quinlan, who has said that? I thought I saw somebody say that. Quinlan, they also yes, Quinlan Voss. They also put that in there. In case you don't know, again, you gotta watch Clone Wars. He was a Jedi that actually turned to the dark side and then later turned away from the dark side. And he was out there living in the wild and whatever, kind of like on his intergalactic Jungle Book adventures or whatever. But he was, that was a very interesting character, and I love the fact that they pretty much confirmed that he's alive, and that he is still going strong. So I am hoping that we actually get a live action version of him. But we'll have to wait and see if that is the case. Let's see. Joffrey, what you got? What are you thinking about Reva killing the Grand Inquisitor when he was killed by Kanan Jarrus and rebels in the future? Is he really dead? So, good question. Now, that is the main question a lot of people are asking, especially from the last episode. Because I know for me, I was like, you can't kill him. Like, what do you hello? You who green like this? And he dead, apparently. Like, they just was like, he dead, gone. Okay, on to the next meeting agenda. Like, they was just like, he's done for. Now, my theory is one thing, and this was kind of sort of confirmed in this conversation here, um, with Vader and Reva. So he knows that she wants to move up in the ranks, right? Now, what kind of got my attention was that Grand Inquisitor, and I thought it was only particular to that character. It's a title, it's a mantle, it's a rank. So I remember when the Grand Inquisitor that we just saw was introduced, and a lot of people was like, he don't look like the Grand Inquisitor from Clone Wars. Like, he got a circular head, he ain't got the long, like, that don't look like the same one. So I think a couple of things could happen. One, either he's not really dead, he could be in a BAFTA tank somewhere and just healing up, I guess. He's an alien. We don't know how his body works. So he could actually still be alive and just make a cameo later on. Or there's just another version, another alien from his race that's already in the Inquisitors, and they just come up. And like later on, they just become the Grand Inquisitor. They gain that title. But I will say that I think that it was a pretty good shock. Because like you mentioned, like in Rebels, we was like, wait, wasn't you gone? So I don't think they are silly enough to do a plot hole like that, because keep in mind, Rebels takes place way later, after this. So I am assuming that it might be another person that becomes Grand Inquisitor. And if it's not another person, then this guy does live later, and all they're doing is just kind of riding the shock value for now, because we didn't see Reva doing that. I don't think anybody saw that coming, because a lot of us that watch Rebels, we was like, he'll be all right, we know where he's gonna go. So we'll see. But thank you so much. I personally, I don't think he's really dead, but they could change whatever they want. Kev, thank you so much. To turn Obi Wan Vader would be like, just like I lost Padme following the rigid Jedi code, you lost Satine. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. He could use the Satine thing, because Obi, what? Listen, I don't care what Star Wars say. Obi was getting in the Mandalorian panties. Okay, them Mandalorian draws. The helmet might not have came off, but them draws. Obi was a play, man. Obi was in them. Okay, Obi was in them. I don't care what they say. But yes, that would be an interesting one, because the Jedi absolutely cut off that relationship, and Obi been going by the book, but I think I'm just no might have used the force on them pennies. It was just like, I don't know. I'm sorry. All right. It's too early. I'm sorry. Talented one. Thank you so much. Obi's brother won't matter. His potential niece or nephew is what they are setting up for the future. I like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I'm like, yeah, I guess his brother wouldn't have potential, because if he did, they would have taken him too. But or I mean, have they taken siblings? And if the Jedi do take siblings, they certainly can't keep them together. They would have to split them up, because you don't want attachments and stuff. So, and he did say his brother was very young. Maybe his brother did have potential, because I want to say he saw his brother, and his brother was kind of like a baby or something like that. So it could be that Obi was at the right age. They took him off, and then later on, they was like, "Uh-oh, this other Kenobi's got some powers." Maybe. I don't know. But hey, a niece or nephew would be dope too. I'll take that. I think that'd be cool too. So thank you for that. Appreciate you. Let's see. Keith, thank you so much. There we go. I got your comment. Obi held back to lead Vader from young Leia. Maybe. They have a lot of explaining to do in 3 shows. Don't pull a Moon Knight. Listen. I'm with you. We're at the halfway mark right now. And it seems like all we're really getting, or at all we're looking forward to right now from what's been set up, we need Obi to save Leia. Obviously, he will. Obi to fight Reva. It's inevitable that they'll have to fight. And then we're gonna have to have a Obi versus, Vader in a much more improved fight. Because if you just hitting us with the AARP lightsaber matchups, I'm not messing with this. I don't want it. Return to sender. So they better pick it up. They better pick it up. Whew, man. Because I don't, man. Listen, I'm with you though. I'm with you. They do it. It's at the halfway mark. I guess episode 4 is gonna have to set the tone for what can be, what will be. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Puma Lee, thank you so much. Love the Vader gear scene. Reva was probably a Jedi that was abandoned, then the Sith founder. Great character, loving her detective skills. I'm with you on that too. And I think that is true. The fact that she was a Jedi. Most of the Inquisitors, if not all of them, were former Jedi. So like a lot of them got converted. Now, that's actually something I wish we could see. I kind of wish we could have seen like an early Vader series. Like I would take a early Vader series before the Obi Wan series, to be honest, because the comics, for those of y'all that have read the comics or whatever, they actually develop his character a whole lot more. And again, it's one of those things where it develops his character, where what he does in Return of the Jedi, turning on the Emperor, makes more sense, because he would like investigate Padme's death, and he'd learn more about the truth. And like basically he, was chipping away at all the armor or whatever of the dark side, and then makes his eventual turn. So I hope that we get there. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for that. Let's see. Hold on. You notice that. Listen, let me tell you something. I've been up since 3:00 in the morning, and then I had to wake up at 7:00 in the morning. So that's only like 4 hours of sleep. If y'all have been following, if you guys have been following the social media, we have some big developments happening. So I have to drop what I've been doing and get started on other stuff that I was hoping I'd have more time to work on. And hopefully I'll get some of that stuff done sooner to take advantage of bigger things. But yes, you're absolutely right. I literally had to down a can of pop earlier just to get a little shot of caffeine, because I was like, but anyway, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, Rims. Let's see. Marcy, thank you so much. I love Vader was afraid of fire. Oh, you thought Vader was afraid of fire? I thought he was too at first. With that scene, but I don't think he was like afraid of it. I mean, he was standing pretty close to it. He definitely wanted to. Like he's not gonna treat fire the way he don't like sand. Like he's not gonna. I don't think he has that. But I do think that he was just being like, you know what? I got you. I'm gonna get you next time. Don't worry about it. We gonna cross paths again. But yeah, I think that's kind of like what it is. Kev, that's incorrect. It's we don't do that around here. It's actually pop. It's pop. Yeah, we don't. We look. I'm not. No, it's pop. I don't know what you talking about. Soda. What is soda? Um, let's see. Was there anything else in this episode that I missed? I think we went over most of it. I'm actually a little disappointed, by the way. Why ain't we see no Jedi mind tricks? Like Jedi mind. I swear, if I was a Jedi, I'd be doing Jedi mind tricks all day, just all day. These are the free wings you are going to give me. Like, what? Why are people not doing these things? Oh my gosh. Because I will say, like, during that scene when they were like on the thing, on this little cart or train or whatever, I was sitting there thinking, like, man, I wonder if he could like Jedi mind trick all of them at the same time. But I will say, when he slipped up with that name and the stormtrooper was like, "Why'd you call her Leia?" I was like, "Whoa!" That they got me. They got me. But I will say, Leia came through in the clutch. A lot of these folks, I don't know if it's part of the force or whatever, but clearly they can make you lie easily. They make you lie very, very well. But I like that scene. I definitely appreciated just like how they're bonding and everything. You could also tell that Obi was kind of, telling the truth about Padme and stuff like that. By the way, I love how Star Wars is still not afraid to be ruthless. They out here slicing stormtroopers all day. Like stormtroopers get no respect. They just get sliced, they get shot. Don't nobody care. You just move on with your day, and that's it. That's all. Anyway, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. This is incorrect. Incorrect. I don't know what kind of where y'all from. That's just incorrect. Let's see. Soda pop. Why do we have to compromise on this? It's not, but it's not. We can call it a cold pop. I like cold pop. That's my compromise. Didn't we have this? We had this discussion before. I'm pretty sure we did. But don't y'all get it started again. Um, let's see who else. Obi is a habitual liar. Oh my god, Obi really is a liar. Like he is probably the biggest liar. He lied to Luke. He lied to like Anakin. He lied to he lies to everybody, everybody, all the time. Lied to Leia. Ooh wee. He be just he is a whole liar. Anyway, all right, y'all. Unless there was anything else. Okay, fine. It's pop. um unless there was anything else that I missed in this episode, please let me know in the comments. What are y'all ranking this episode? Episode 3, scale from 1 to 10. What are y'all giving it? I think I will. What do I want to give? I think I want to give it an 8. I hope that's, is that too high? No, I give it an 8. I could be okay with an 8. I'll be all right. I'll be all right with that. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Let me get you guys. We got 9, 7, 8, 9, 6, pop, 9. Wait. 4, 7, 8.5, 9. 9, 8, 7, 5, 7. 9, 9, 8, 9, 8.5, 9, 9, 8.5. 8. Okay, 8.5. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So we liked it. It was cool. Well, hey, that's all I got for this episode. Again, if there was something else I missed or another point that we should talk about, please let me know in the comments. But I definitely enjoyed this. Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I do have to run and cut this short. I have a lot I need to work on. There is a lot to prep for Friday, and there's a lot to prep for. As y'all see, we are hitting milestones. We are getting big news, big developments in the movement. So yes, I got to get to work on some projects and maximize this momentum. But let's see. Hold on. What was this? I give it a 7.5. Soda won the debate last time. That's false. That's fake news. I don't think that's true. Thank you, Puma. I appreciate you though. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. To make sure you tune in on Friday. Shin, thank you so much. Welcome to the team. And yes, y'all already know. Wash your hands, wash your butts, be cool out there. And I will see y'all Friday. Don't be late. I'll see y'all then. All right. Peace out.